Thank you very much. President Lincoln delivered the Gettysburg Address in 2 minutes, so I can probably do it too. All right, let's get started. I am Sherri, and this is my son, Zane. This photo was taken while hiking in the Grand Canyon in September of 2019. It was a very blissful time for us, and we were living our best lives. Then the unthinkable happened. 6 weeks later, after this photo was taken, Zane was diagnosed with a rare pediatric form of cancer, even rare for someone his age. After 3 brain surgeries here in Orlando, we sought treatment at St. Jude Hospital. Zane was doing well at St. Jude, but then the next unthinkable thing happened and he went into cardiac arrest. He suffered 3 more in ICU over the next 36 hours. So we spent 6 weeks in ICU, and when it was time for him to be released, this was the peak of COVID. They were going to put him into a long-term acute care center, so I couldn't allow that to happen. So I threw myself at the mercy of St. Jude, and they did fly us home on an angel flight. Zane never took another step or spoke another word again. And I'm standing before you fulfilling a promise to him that I would fight to honor his life and legacy with policy change to benefit hospice patients with complicated diagnoses as Zane had. The current Florida Medicaid protocol is that a patient in hospice is qualified for palliative comfort care only. It's limited to assessments and meds and 0 well care. Tests are necessary for people even in hospice. It's not black and white. There were days that I was on the phone from sunup to sundown trying to get authorizations. So without your help, this can't happen. I will be seeing you all again in March in Tallahassee when I'm there with Florida Voices for Health on the Medicaid expansion bill to benefit people like JJ and Zane. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any questions?
Sure.
Yes, Representative Escamilla, you're recognized.
Thank you so much, Chair. I just want to say thank you to Sherri. I was at Zane's celebration of life, and he is just looking down at us and so proud of you. And I just want to thank you because you're speaking on behalf of so many people who've gone through the same thing you've gone through, who don't feel like they have a voice. And so we need to make sure that the eligibility of coverage, it can also be applicable to people with such complex situations like Zane had when maybe tests could have helped, and you should have the option to seek that type of support. So thank you for being here.
More specifically, I was going to say, proposing that Medicaid enrolled hospice patients, get specially trained case managers that on a case-by-case basis can provide certain authorizations instead of it just being yes or no for everything. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it.
Thank you. Earlier, I called